How far would you go to protect someone who no longer wants your protection? We all know a mother's love is supposed to be selfless, but for Elena, love isn't just a feeling. It's a career, an identity, and eventually a cage. For 20 years, her world has been a repetitive loop of cooking, cleaning, and waiting for the sound of her son Leo's footsteps. To the neighbors, she's a saint. To herself, she's a woman standing on the edge of a cliff, terrified of the day her son finally learns to fly. As Leo grows into a man, that suffocating affection starts to feel less like a hug and more like a chokehold. It starts small, a missed dinner here, a locked door there, but the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Elena sees his need for independence not as a milestone, but as a betrayal. She gave up everything for this boy, her career, her relationships, her very own dreams, and now he's looking at her like she's the enemy. But here's the thing about sacrifice. It often comes with a bill that the child never asked to pay. The breaking point arrives when a sudden, jarring event shatters their fragile peace. In a heartbeat, the years of repressed resentment and silent expectations explode. Accusations are hurled across the kitchen table like physical blows. Truths that were buried for decades finally claw their way to the surface, and Elena is forced to look in the mirror. She realized she wasn't just protecting her son, she was trying to save herself from the crushing loneliness that's been waiting for her in the shadows. In a climax that will leave your heart in your throat, Elena has to make the hardest choice of her life. She has to decide if she loves Leo enough to become a stranger in his life, or if she'll burn their entire world down just to keep him close. It's a haunting reminder that sometimes the ultimate act of love isn't holding on tighter, it's finally opening your hands. But it makes you wonder, at what point does a mother's devotion stop being a gift and start becoming a debt that can never be repaid? If you were in Leo's shoes, would you stay out of guilt or walk away to save yourself? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this one. Thanks for watching.